An international conference trying to raise money for millions of Syrians facing extreme poverty has failed to meet its target. The virtual talks raised 5.5 billion euros. That's 3 billion euros short of the goal. Now, the UN officials say that the situation in Syria is dire and getting worse because of coronavirus.
Stranded in Lebanon, the UN is ensuring the survival of this Syrian family with the equivalent of 23 euros per person per month. The problem is the ongoing economic crisis means that's no longer enough. Bulgur, sugar, and oil have become expensive. To continue help, aid organizations need to generate more money.
This is one of our biggest struggles, is to remind the international community, remind donors, remind actors that the crisis is still creating difficulties.
The fifth donors conference hosted by the EU and the UN was trying to raise enough money to provide another year of aid for 13 million Syrian refugees.
They need our full support. And of course, proper funding is crucial. Today, Germany is therefore making its largest pledge in the last 4 years. 1.738 billion euros.
The donors want to offer money for emergency aid, not reconstruction, to avoid supporting the Assad regime.
The regime offers no future to the Syrian people. It makes no contribution to the stability of the region. Unless this changes, it cannot be a partner to the European Union.
The summit failed to reach its goal, meaning there'll be fewer resources for people in need.
And for more, we are joined now by Katrin Langensiepen, who is a spokesperson for Syria for Germany's Green Party and a member of the European Parliament. Welcome to the program, and thank you so much for joining us. We've just been hearing about these initiatives. This is the fifth time this conference is taking place. Still, the money that's needed hasn't been raised in full. What's your reaction?
Yeah, it's a pity that it's so hard to collect the money. And of course, it's a shame for the world that there's no peace in Syria. There will be no peace. And that's what we need in the next years. Otherwise, we are spending money again and again for the next upcoming 10 years, 15 years. And that's can't be the solution.
Okay, so to address that fundamental security situation is quite important. But, you know, in the meantime, there is this money that is needed. And I'd like to talk with you about that in the context of the pandemic and whether or not you might think that donors might be using the pandemic as an excuse for their continued failure to help get Syria the help it needs.
Yeah, there are countries who are struggling with COVID and are more interested probably in their own interest or to solve the problems within their own countries. But we have to help the people, and the people in Syria need the international help. So, yeah, for the moment, we need the money for emergency help, for food, for water, for health care, for the women, for the children. I urge the international community to help. It's urgent, but we have to find an international solution for the Syrian people for the next years to have a real future for the next generation.
And we know that Germany was a key donor. You mentioned some of those key areas where you would like the money to be used. Where do you see as the most urgent right now?
The urgent is to bring food to the people. The people need something to eat. They need to pay for the daily things they need it for their children, for their daily life. I need soap, I need water, I need food. So if I don't survive the next upcoming days or my children die on hunger, I'm not thinking about the next upcoming election or who will be my next president. So food is that what people need. We need the money for food and to stabilize the situation, the daily situation for the people. And most of them are women, elder people, babies.
Katrin Langensiepen, Syria spokesperson for Germany's Green Party. Thank you so much.
Thank you.